Hey everybody, it's Mama Juju. We're at Pinky's Revenge tonight in Taylor, South Carolina, and we're interviewing and talking to our friends at Highway 25. You guys, you got to go out and check them out sometime. All over town, their, I guess, schedule is on the website,
Yes.
and we can find you there, correct?
Yep, and,
But what we're going to do,
Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram, what about TikTok? Are you on TikTok? No? It's okay. But we have a TikTok account, so we're going to put your stuff out there for them as well, and that'll be helpful. So, but we were just curious to know a little bit about you guys. So we're going to start on this end with you, Scott, and you're going to tell us what you play and how you came to be in Highway 25.
Oh my
All right,
gosh, that's
here's
a lot.
the mic.
I'll make it as short as possible.
Okay.
How I came to play, 12 years old, listening to the rock bands. They come from England and America, and just got the bug, and ever since then, now that's only been 30 years, I lie. But it just captured me, and I wanted to play, and I've been playing ever since. And Highway 25 was the result of a couple of bands coming together. Casey and I were in a band, right pre-COVID, Heart Shaped City, and our schedule was getting full. We were having fun. We were doing great, but then COVID came and she kind of shut everything down. So we all went our separate ways. And then about 2 years ago, I got with Dominic, and Dominic and I were on the same page as far as the mix of songs that we wanted to do. We didn't want to be any just one genre. We wanted to be a nice broad section, because our goal was to appeal to the audience. We're not playing, just hard rock. We're not playing modern country. We're not playing R&B. Just solely, we're playing all of those things, and we do that because the audience seems to appreciate it. We like doing it. Yeah. It mixes it up. So we got together about 2 years ago. We had a great male singer, but he had been doing it all his life, and we were doing a little bit heavier stuff, some more Bad Company and that kind of thing, and he was great, but he just got a little bit, I don't want to say burned out, but tired of, the kind of the grind that it can be, because it is work. It's not, it's not a...
Performing is hard work.
It is. It's...
Performing is hard work.
Yeah, it's like 80% hard work and 20% time-wise, and 20% fun. But the 20% fun makes up for the hard work if you really like it.
So
Yeah.
a quick question before we pass off to Dominic.
Yeah.
But what was your first live concert?
Three Dog Night at St. John's Arena in Columbus, Ohio.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm from Ohio.
Yeah, originally. Yeah, I've been down here about 12 years.
I'm worried you're going to ask us all that, so I'm going to prepare.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Pass it off to Dominic.
You can hold it for me.
All right. So Dominic has asked me to hold the mic. Okay. So you and I have known each other for a little while. Our friends with your wife, and we met with a job that you were at before. And I had no idea that you played drums.
And I had no idea that you did this.
Well, and right, and I really didn't until like a year ago. But we just came up with this idea, and we thought it was a great way to help promote the upstate. So Dominic, we understand that you started playing drums at a very early age. And so how old were you?
I was 3 years old.
And two, your wife kind of gave me a little bit of an insider thing on you, and that you grew up around a lot of people that your dad supported, like from the doo-wop era.
Yes,
Is that
yes,
correct?
yes,
So
yes.
what's the most famous band that everybody would know that was a doo-wop artist that you guys were around? What do you think?
When my father had his band, there was other people that came on stage. That we had to back them up. I did back up Chuck Berry. I did back up Little Richard. I did back up Fats Domino. But I also was 10 years old, 11. So I've been playing a long time. So
Well, okay, so I'm a big fan of all those people, and I'm just like very shocked that you played with them
Yeah,
and backed them
I
up.
backed them up.
That's pretty impressive. So the other thing is that Kathy did say that, and of course I know this, and a lot of our audience would not, but you are a chef.
I'm a chef, yes.
And what's your influence on being a chef?
My wife.
She likes good food.
She likes good food. She's a chef herself.
Oh, really?
She can cook, you know that.
No, I did not. She just put it all like this all on you. I had no idea. So I see her about once a month or so. So maybe I should put in an order for something, right? So what brought you to to be in Highway 25? What was that experience like for you?
So far, it's been, you know, some it just blows me away. You know what I mean? I'm playing with a whole bunch of professionals. They're all brothers to me and a sister now, okay? And we just go and have fun. We play for the audience. We don't play for ourselves.
Right.
Because we're here to entertain them.
Well, we got to see you guys the other night at Bridgeway Station, which we support our farmers markets and all that, and it was really very cool because we got to see you guys kick off the season there, and everybody seemed to really have a good time on stage. Now, I really don't want them to let those little kids throw that ball around that much. That was making me very nervous from a production standpoint. I'm like, somebody's going to hit her in a minute, but you know, it's like, I know this is what we're family friendly and all that, but I thought you guys handled, you know, that kind of thing, because every time you're at a venue, there's something else that may be a little bit of a challenge. And I'm sitting there going, oh my gosh, I'm just trying to make sure none of those kids threw balls and hit y'all and messed everything up. Everybody was grooving and into it, so it was great. But we do appreciate you being out here, because this live music is everything, you know, and we've been to hundreds of shows. But it's always good when the sound's great and everybody is having a good time with what they're doing. So I'm going to pass the mic on to Casey. Casey, you started with Highway 25. How long have you been with them now?
Honestly, I believe October of 2024. Yes. I got the call. I had taken about a 5-year hiatus from doing music, and I'm a mom, stay busy full time. And then Dominic gave me a call, and he said, I think you know Scott. And I said, well, I like Scott. We got along pretty well. So I was like, I didn't feel weird about randomly meeting 3 strange men since I knew Scott. So, and it's been a lot of fun. It's always been my outlet to perform.
So you have full-time work outside of here?
Yes, ma'am. I work with seniors. I'm an activities director, and I think that kind of ties into being on stage, because you've got to get up in front of people, have a big personality. You know, don't be afraid to be silly sometimes, that kind of thing. So,
You know, and this is just kind of random, but my husband has developed a new app, and it's called Grouptainment, and it's coming out next month, and it's a way for people to, like, somebody could put in Highway 25, and then if they were like within 5 miles, they're looking for you guys. It would populate up where you're playing and that kind of
Cool.
thing. So when, you know, just when you said activities director, it just makes me think about that whole group thing, and you know what you're doing outside of that, because you're doing activities, you're doing group things, and that just kind of
yes, ma'am.
makes me go a little random on that. So I'm going to go back to questions for you. So what's your favorite genre to sing?
I grew up doing a lot of country, doing family karaoke nights, all of that. So we have a few country songs, but we're tapping into more. I told the guys the other night, I said, I think you're trying to turn me into a rock singer. And they're like, yeah, you're catching on. So, but we do a lot of 80s, 90s, a lot of fun, you know, Tina Turner, Aretha Franklin kind of songs, and those soulful tunes. I love that also. So, yes, ma'am.
So what's the biggest challenge for you being a musician and also working a full-time job and being a mom? Because those are things that are really hard to all do and do well.
Well, I have a great child who entertains himself, and we go to Tom's house, and he just goes in his office. Tom's cool with that, and he's got his little tablet, but he's a very good kid. So they're cool with me balancing that. He hangs out and just kind of eats his snacks, so it works out well.
Every kid loves that. A little music, a little rehearsal, a little snack. That's the one in the making, right? All right, here you go. Introduce yourself. Tell us what you do.
Yeah, same. Name is Tom Hannon. I play bass and sing, some lead, and also a lot of harmony,
Right.
stuff like that. So, what do you want? What do you want to know?
What brought you to Highway 25?
I was just looking for an outlet. I was a group, this group named Seventh Sense, and we weren't really taking off. The guys were just kind of like more in a goof off type of mode, if I can say that. Hopefully they don't hear this. But yeah, I just happened to find Scott through what was it, Band Mix, I guess. And yeah, we got together, heard him playing. It clicked right off the bat.
So what is band
So-
mix?
Band Mix is where you can put like your name in and what you're looking for a band and stuff. So
Kind of like an Angie's List.
yeah, it's a website. Yeah. So yeah, it's a community type thing. So we met that way pretty much. So yeah, it's been going good, going really good.
What is your favorite genres to play?
A little bit of everything. I actually, a long time ago, when I first moved here, I had a jazz group I started, playing piano and singing. I did a lot of jazz and crooning stuff. And we actually did really well. We were down at Greenville Blues Club downtown.
Right.
We played there with their house band.
Street?
No, is it?
Brown Street?
No, Blues Boulevard.
Okay.
Yeah, the one down there. You're their house band kind of for a little while and stuff like that. So, and then I've always done rock and all that type of stuff too. So, yeah, I like a mix of a lot of everything. So it's nice. This band, we do a huge mix of everything, even like soul stuff, rock stuff. I enjoy that. So.
I loved it the other night.
So-
I thought
oh,
you guys
good,
did a
good.
really good job, and because I like all genres.
Yeah,
So,
me too.
I mean, it
Me
doesn't
too.
matter. I mean, honestly, there's some things like my daughter is an EDM DJ, and she, I don't like all of that, but one of the things Kelly Clarkson said in an interview I saw recently is you don't have to understand it to appreciate it.
That's right.
And that was so cool because she's like, Mom, you'll like some of it. I'm going to introduce you to this artist called Grizz. Well, if you've never heard Grizz, you should, because he is, so I'm able to find artists in every genre that I really like. So I did have a question. What was your first live concert?
Van Halen with George Thorogood down in New York. So yeah, it was cool. It was really good. Oh, I can't remember.
Was it the
90,
Was it the David Lee Roth?
89, 90? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. So that was great.
So we
So
had-
that was really cool. So
Yeah, and one more question for Casey. We'll pass that back.
About the concert.
Yeah,
And
I
I
wanna
don't
know
think
what
you
your
asked
first one-
Dominic his first one.
No, but we're gonna ask.
I don't want to say in front of these guys, but I'm a few years younger than them, so give me grace. It was a little. It was a boys band. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It was New Kids on the Block, but hey, I've also seen Aerosmith and Kiss to give me street credit. So
Yeah, perfect. All right, Dominic. What was your first live concert that you can remember? Because you've been playing since you were 3.
It was in '92. I went to go see Kiss.
Really?
Yes.
You're a Kiss fan, huh?
Kiss.
Were you living? Now, where are you from originally?
Originally, Queens, New York.
Okay, Sherry said you were, but you lived in Florida, right?
I lived in Florida. Yes.
And the only reason I know that is because of your area code.
Right.
So I had to look at it a
Yeah,
couple of
3, 2,
times.
1.
So, how long? When did you guys move to Greenville?
It's going to be almost 9 years now. About
Were
9
you
years.
here when Kiss played at Heritage Park? Or was that maybe before you guys came? It might have been right before.
yeah.
That was really fun. I couldn't believe Kiss was at Heritage Park, Simpsonville, South Carolina. It was great. It was great. Still got pictures from that show. But we're not going to hold you guys up. We just love what you're doing. We love that you're out here doing the drill, man, and putting out great music, and especially stuff that everybody loves. So everybody, make sure that you come out to Pinky's Revenge. Come out and see Highway 25. You won't be sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah. So where can we find you guys on social media?
Well, on social media, highway25rocks.com is our website.
Okay.
And then Highway HWY25 at Facebook. And the same thing for Instagram, isn't it?
I think it's Highway 25 Band.
Highway 25 Band on Instagram. But
Come
if
out
you-
to Pinky's, and our QR code is right out
Highway
here.
25
Oh, wow.
Highway
Nice.
25 Rocks is the website. We post all of our, our shows, our coming schedule, and all that sort of thing on that.
Perfect.
And we post our videos that we've had, snippets of recent gigs, that sort of thing.
Yeah. And the video work that you guys have had done is really, really nice.
We'll be downtown Greenville at Norman Square. What date is that?
September.
That is September because I bank with the credit union.
Okay.
And there's a sign there in the drive-through.
And it shows.
And it tells everybody, and I was like, oh.
Highway
So I was telling the
25 is
girls
there.
at the bank, I'm like, Highway 25, we know those people.
I think it's the 19th.
The 19th, and then we'll be at Sharky's downtown Greenville, June 28th.
Okay. That sounds like a fun time. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys, and I hope y'all just slay it, melt their faces. All right, let's go.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate